your troubles behind. From the heart of the South, where the fried food's divine, we're telling tales of redneck dreams. Have a good time. Cornbread Nation, where the laughter flows. Jack legs of the week and the funny stories grow. From breadheads and history to those 5 at 5. In this southern fried haven, we feel so alive. Hit up those donations where the locals know. From the beach to the woods, there's a magic to show. Dirt roads and dive bars, let the good times roll. We'll share some southern charm. It's good for the soul. Cornbread Nation, where the laughter flows. Jack legs of the week and the funny stories grow. From breadheads and history to those 5 at 5. In this southern fried haven, we feel so alive. Now Dave's got that humor, his joke of the week. Get ready to giggle, it's honesty we see. And Rob's southern word, oh, it's always a treat. With manners so sweet, now that can't be beat. So raise up your glass for a toast to this ride, to the friends that we've made and the joy deep inside. With a side of cornbread, we're all good to go. In this Cornbread Nation, let the love overflow. Cornbread Nation, where the laughter flows. Jack legs of the week and the funny stories grow. From breadheads and history to those 5 at 5. In this southern fried haven, we feel so alive. So tune in each week, y'all don't ever forget. With Dave and Rob, it's the best time yet. From the heart of the South, we'll laugh and we'll sing. In Cornbread Nation, it's a real feeling.
Well, happy Thursday to everybody. We're glad y'all have made it. Welcome to the Cornbread Nation show on the Southern Fried Podcast.
Hey Rob, play another song. I need some technical. I got to fix the studio. Just put us back out.
Okay.
You can talk,
well, we're gonna hit.
I can't start the show yet with the studio. It's down. It's going to take me just a minute.
Okay. Well, I'll just keep right on talking if we're.
I'll be off screen.
All right, here. All right. So, well, welcome to Cornbread Nation. We got bunches of stuff in the works. Okay. We got bunches of stuff in the works. We got stuff going on left and right. And as you can tell, sometimes we have a few difficulties. But it's okay. We're working on some big announcements coming up, some stuff that we've really been waiting on and we're excited about. This is a good time for me to say howdy to everybody. Good evening, Miss Jenna. How are you doing? Everybody else that's out there, we're glad you are here with us tonight. For those of y'all that live down here in South Georgia, I want to remind y'all about an event that's coming up that Southern Fried Podcast will be attending. Boom, there you go. The Sawega Ag Fest in Camilla, Georgia. Y'all come on by and check it out. We're going to be there live on Saturday, July the 19th. That's going to be the Ag Fest Festival. They're going to have the barbecue chicken cook-off. There's going to be some vendors there. It's going to be great. So, well, there's a whole bunch of things leading up to it. On Saturday, July the 12th at 9:30 a.m., they're going to have the Ag Fest Parade. From the ground up is the theme for this parade. Then that evening, they're going to have the Sawega Ag Fest art show and dinner. So that in itself is a treat. Don't know what they're going to have for dinner yet. But I'm assuming it's going to be a good Southern dish. On Sunday the 13th, they're going to have the Sawega Ag Fest Bake Off. So there'll be lots of treats and stuff. And I think they're going to have sample tokens. So I'm going to be broke after that. On Thursday, July 17th, they're having the Mitchell Baker Farmer Appreciation Dinner. And it's so nice to see people out there that are celebrating the farmer and stuff like that. It's such an important part of our way of life down here. And they talk about the bread belt. This is the peanut belt, the cotton belt, and the corn belt. So, yeah, and lots of other stuff. On the 19th, they have the barbecue chicken cook-off and the Sawega Ag Festival. Then the next week, on Saturday, July 26th, they're going to have beauty pageants, 2 of them, one for baby and junior miss and one for teen and miss competition. The baby junior miss pageant will be starting at 2 p.m. The teen and miss pageant will be starting at 6 p.m. So, hey, if y'all are down here in South Georgia, Camilla's close to everywhere. Come on and join us. Remember, Dave and I will be there live on Saturday, July 19th. And we thank y'all for coming, and we hope you'll enjoy it. I know we will. All right, let's get you on the right side. All right. Did you get everything fixed up?
All good. All good.
All right. Well, that gave me a chance to talk about the Ag Fest. No big deal. Howdy, Michael. How are you? All right. I'm going to go ahead and remind everybody one more time. If y'all are tuning in and you make comments, we will get to them. They'll be at the end of the show. As a rule, we don't make it to our comments very often here at Cornbread Nation. It's kind of a variety show. So y'all just sit back and enjoy. And we will get to your comments at the end of the show. We're not ignoring you. But we are. But we're not. Because we love you. All right. Well, I think, Dave, we are ready to start this thing if you are.
Yeah, I just want to say hello to everybody. Appreciate those that stopped by the sports show earlier. Had a great time and glad to be here. Lots, as Rob said, lots of great things coming. We're working hard behind the scenes to pull it all together. So we are trying. That's all you can do in life is try.
Do your best.
I'm not very good at anything. I just throw myself at everything. So
and
I fail a lot more than I ever succeed. And that's just the way it is. You're stuck with me. I appreciate you being here. But this is not.
One thing about it, what's funny about that.
There's no high on this side.
What's funny about that is you throw yourself at things like this on these computers and stuff, and sometimes you succeed. I throw myself at it, and it's just a disaster waiting to happen. If I have to get somebody to come in and figure out how to start my computer back up or something stupid, I'm a bonehead when it comes to this stuff. I'm glad you're here because you're smart enough to figure it out.
All right, it's time for Jacklegs of the Week. Jacklegs of the Week. I've shifted mine up a little bit. I don't know if he's in here, but I'm my first Jackleg. I love you, Broski Bear, but you're Jackleg. You have called out now the SEC twice, 3 times maybe. He just did it in the sports show again and said that the SEC reign is over. Over. I'm sorry, dude. That rises to Jackleg status down here in the South, man. You Philly transplant to Charlotte. Broski, Jackleg.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to have to agree with Dave on that. Complete total Jack in.
I told him if you win, you can crow, but that don't give you a right to say that like the SEC's dead. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
The only thing that's going to be dead is the Big Ten's cheerleader. I have to Google
I'm sorry, I have to look at that one.
All right, Broski.
It's set in love.
Yes.
The SEC is not on life support. Okay. Go tell Corn Pop that.
Yeah.
Rob?
Well, we finally paired up. Because my first Jackleg of the week is Broski Bear.
Uh-oh.
Sorry there, Mr. Broski Bear. You are dead wrong. The SEC, I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction now. They're going to kick the Big Ten's butt so hard this year. They're going to kick them in the butt so much that their noses are going to bleed. I mean, their cheerleaders are going to run on the field, and the team's fans are going to be screaming out, "Whoa, how about them dogs?" You know, not sure when it comes down to playoff time, we'll see. All right, you'll find out then. But I promise you, y'all won't win a third one in a row. But you, sir, are a jackleg for calling out two dog fans on their own podcast saying that the SEC sucks. That makes you a jackleg.
We're calling you out, man.
Yeah. Both of us had you down number one on our list. That's pretty bad.
And I'm going to stay with sports, and he's still a jackleg because he jumped on this one too. I'm calling out the thugs at the WNBA for beating around on Caitlin Clark and the refs and everybody involved that are not taking care of this just because they're jealous of this girl. I don't care who you are, what color you are, where you're from. If you're that good, you're that good. Deal with it. You beat good players by great play, not thug moves. That's not how you beat people. If you can't beat them, then you try to get better. But don't start all that. I hate that. So that's my jacklegs number 2. Anybody involved with a beatdown of Caitlin Clark and is not taking care of her, defending her when it's obvious they are beating on her.
No. My second jackleg.
Broski, you get a jackleg 3 just for that comment.
I'm sorry, I know. I was trying not to even see it.
It's okay. We love you, man. You Philly marauder.
My jackleg number 2 is Whoopi Goldberg. Yes. She's a complete total jackwagon, jackleg, jackass, I guess. She actually had the gall to get on national television, the unmitigated gall, and compare being black in America in this day and age, in 2025, to being a citizen of Iran. She said there's no difference if you're black. Lady, move there, and you'll see the difference. If you can't tell the difference, then you need to move there. Absolutely, 110%. We could probably take up donations and pay for it. You are absolutely a dumbass, and you have absolutely no business saying stuff like that on national TV. And you, ma'am, are a racist. It's just coming from the other side. It doesn't make you any less racist. I don't care what color your skin is. It doesn't matter. It's the content of your character. And a great black American said that, Dr. Martin Luther King, of whom I've been a fan of my whole life. And look, lady, if you can't tell the difference between then and now, and between now and Iran, then you are racist. Jackleg. I'm done.
I'm going jack wagons on my last one. It is Iran, and it's all of their leaders. And here's the reasons I give them that title. Number one, instead of becoming, you have all the potential to be one of the greatest nations on earth. You have the resources. You have tourism would explode in your region. All of you stand in your way of being great because you're stupid and you hate on people. If you don't like Israel, that's fine, but let God deal with it. If you don't like them, let them do it. It ain't your job to go around threatening and paying for terrorism and trying to build a nuclear bomb to wipe out mankind. If that is going to be your attitude, then if we do bomb you, and as retired Air Force General Blaine Holt said, we drop a warhead on your forehead and we pancake you into the ground, you deserve it. You're stupid.
Yep.
I mean, just leave people alone. Why don't you just live your life and let others live their life and take care of your own people and quit worrying about who, what, when, where, and how. And this goes for anybody else on the face of the planet. Just live your lives. My gosh. To be filled with that kind of hate and rage, humanity needs to just stop it. I mean, deal with it and not let, if you can't live like that, get off our planet. If you can't be good, go live on another one. I hear Mars is open and there's ships headed that way soon. Why don't y'all go start the Iranian mafia up on Mars and just deal with, just have fun, So jackwagons, idiots. I'm really mad because I'm just afraid we're going to see some American soldiers coming home in the caskets, flag draped caskets here soon, and it ticks me off because we shouldn't be having to mess with it, and they're idiots. So anyway, that's my jackwagon. Last one.
Well, my last one are to these ICE protesters. I'm sick of y'all. They're trying to deport. Number one, they're already illegal, but they're worst of the illegals. They're trying to get the worst out: the drug dealers, the rapists, the murderers, the pedophiles, the drug dealers, the human traffickers. That's what they're trying to get the heck out of this country for your protection. For your protection. Not just our protection, but for your protection. All right?
So
let me tell y'all
something. Put that up there yet?
Y'all need to grow up. Grow up. Those people ain't got no business in this country to start with. They're already here illegally. They're the worst of the worst that we're trying to get them out. Y'all need to leave these officers alone. And I hope if you do get out there, I hope they slam you. I hope they throw the whole book at you, not just one or two pages, the whole thing. And I hope they beat you soundly about the head and shoulders with it. That way, maybe they can knock some sense into you. Grow up. We're sick of you.
Yeah.
Jackleg.
All right, folks, we're going to move on to our breadheads of the week. And I want to give Steve at Half Pine Forge, he's giving my breadhead, and I'm going to highlight these folks. It's a great organization, and I'm going to put them on the screen. This is people that are making a difference in child sex trafficking and abuse and everything else. And one of the they're getting it done. That one of the coolest things they have is they have in their shop, they have gifts that are made by the people that have been abused. They're putting something in to try to get some help. I just want to put their main page on here. This is a great organization. I've been reading about them today, and we appreciate Operation Underground Railroad. And just go there, give them a look, see if you can make a donation. These are people that are making a difference for kids in the world, and really look at their their store. Like I said, a lot of the stuff in their store is made by the people that they've helped, and they want to help. They want to give them help for helping them. And I think that's really cool. So Operation Underground Railroad, shout out to them. We're going to try to get them on the show later. They're my breadheads. Breadheads are people that are great, great folks, and get it done, make a difference in the world. And I can't think of a better candidate tonight with all that's going on with the kids in the world. So that's my breadhead of the week.
Okay. I said earlier that you and I were channeling each other. We both have on green shirts, both have on black hats. Broski was our first breadhead, jackleg for both of us. All right. You're calling out that organization, but I actually had an organization that I wanted to call out tonight. Well, the chairman of an organization. I'm going to call out Tunnels to Tower Chairman Frank Siller. Y'all are doing a great job. Y'all are taking homeless vets off the streets. There's an estimated 35 to 50,000 homeless vets right now. In the last 2 years, Tunnels to Tower has taken over 10,000 of them off the streets, collaborating with over 1,000 local nonprofits, HUD, and VA. They provide housing, financial assistance, crucial comprehensive support, including mental health services. They don't just put them in a building, they try to get them a leg up. They try to actually help them. They don't just put them in a house or put them in an apartment. They actually try to help them. Okay? Hey, Mr. Frank Siller, Chairman of Tunnels Tower, salute.
Absolutely. And Patriot Mobile gives to that organization too.
Yes.
So appreciate them.
That's another reason why we're so big on Patriot Mobile, is they get to the causes that we believe in as well. So, yes. We're channeling. We're on page today. I don't think we've ever been this far on page on Cornbread Nation.
No, I don't think so. All right, the Southern Fried Five at Five. The Southern Fried Five at Five. 5 things that officers have heard. You might not want to use them when you get pulled over. These are actual things that people said to officers when they got pulled over. 5 things you don't want to say, but are actually said by people that got pulled over. The first one said, I was trying to set a personal record for parallel parking attempts. A personal record for parallel parking attempts. They said they were swerving to practice parking and for the street parking Olympics. That's what they said. Number 2.
That's an absolute smart. I love that person. I love that person. I don't care if they didn't get a ticket. I love that person.
I noticed it just said the driver said it. It didn't say if it was a man or a woman. We'll move along.
It was a woman.
Oh, you said it. Number 2. My coffee was about to spill, so I had to save it.
That's a perfectly good reason to swerve. If you get hot coffee dumped in your lap, you're going to be doing a lot more than swerving.
They said speeding was the only way they could keep their latte from ruining their car's upholstery.
That sounds like something I would say driving an old beat up farm truck. It's got dirt, half inch of dirt on the seats and everything. Trying to save my truck's upholstery.
Number 3. I was chasing a rogue shopping bag that flew out my window. I was on a eco mission to prevent littering, not running a red light.
I don't think we'd get away with. Look, we encourage those, not the brown ones, but the yellow ones that say DG on them. We encourage those to get loose around here because those are actually seeds that grow more DGs. Everywhere one of those bags land, a DG sprouts up. You watch and see.
Number 4, Southern Fried 5 at 5. My car's dance mode activated unexpectedly. It heard the groove of the radio, and it has a mode that makes it kind of like dance for a car. So they call that a shimmy and a shake, I guess.
I call that being a little tight in the flaps and loosen the rudders. Okay. That's
Number 5. Number 5. I just got to say, I might use this one. If I truth, because I think everybody has probably done this with some things, and you have sped to get home. You just get pulled over and have to say it. They said I was trying to get home before my pizza got cold.
I mean, that's a valid reason. Nobody likes cold food. You don't want to have to stick it in the microwave. You want to get there when it's warm. And now this guy knuckleheads pulled them over because they were going a little bit too fast, and go write them a ticket to boot. Probably, I'll make that quarter.
Hey, is what it
I
is.
think there's a few Southern police officers that did not, but I think most police officers here in the South came from above the Mason-Dixon line because they ain't got no sense of Southern hospitality or Southern manners or graciousness or forgiveness. That's just qualities they're lacking. Not all.
Number 5 is actually believable, and it is what the officers never hear, and that is just the truth. Just to give them the truth. And it ain't gonna get you on the ticket every time, but they will know they will know whether you tell them the truth or not. And these other ones, you're just getting the ticket. They might laugh and give you a warning because it was so quirky. They never heard that before. But if you said, officer, straight up, I was trying to get home from my pizza got cold. I kind of think that he's like, hey, slow down, man.
Yeah.
It at least will be believed. At least would be believed. That's your Southern Fried 5 at 5, as given to us by Uncle Jeb each week. Uncle Jeb's Southern Fried 5 at 5. If you would like to be included in the 5 at 5, just send us an email with your top 5 of anything, as long as it passes the clean test.
Uncle Jeb's mustard.
You can even record it. We'd love to have a video.
Yeah.
Uncle Jeb, be glad to give away for a week. All right, it's time for Georgia Bubba's dad joke of the week. Robert always loves these.
Oh, Lord.
Georgia Bubba dad joke of the week.
Let's have it.
Why don't skeletons fight each other?
Because, I don't know.
They don't have the guts.
Nothing. I got nothing for that.
I thought it was pretty good.
Oh.
I thought that was pretty good.
Oh, Lord. Oh, I'm going to hurt his feelings. I'm going to embarrass him.
It was better than the other. He gave me 3, and I picked the best one. It was certainly much better than the first one he gave me.
What was the first one he gave you?
Why did the bicycle fall over? Why did the bicycle fall over?
Because Miss Elizabeth was riding
it? No. It was drunk.
It was dropped?
Drunk.
Oh. Okay. You should talking about the bicycle or Uncle Jeb?
Well, either or. He does take a nip. He does take a nip.
Ugh. Okay.
Number 2 is good, but I decided to go with 3. What do you call cheese that isn't yours?
Nacho cheese.
Yep, that's it. Nacho cheese. That's your Southern Fried dad joke of the week, as given by Georgia Bubba. All right, it's time for Rob's Southernisms. I'm sure he's got some Southern words, Southernisms.
I got a couple of Southern words of the day and a Southern etiquette. Well, my Southern words of the day are piddling, and this next one's long, but it's all one word. You have to use it all together. It's all one word. Have you lost your dang mind? All right. Now let me use it in a sentence. So I was piddling around outside the other day when I twisted my back and said to myself, have you lost your damn mind? So, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Piddling, and have you lost your damn mind? Hey there, Mr. Nayland. We're going to check our comments there at the end, sir. We're just doing our Cornbread Nation. This is a reminder for everybody, too. So when it show's over, we go back and we check all of our comments. We're not ignoring anybody. And my Southern etiquette of the week, and this kind of goes back, I felt like kind of like Dave. It was just all this stuff going on in Iran and stuff. Something we do here in the South is we love our neighbors. Love your neighbor, whether they be Israelis or not. Iran, love your neighbors. That's something that you can carry around all over the world.
Any more?
That's it.
That's it. All right. No Southern banner this week. We're going to come back to that next week, maybe. I wanted to add in Southern sites to see that you might not have heard of. For this week, it's going to be in the state of Georgia, which you're probably more familiar with than some other states. But Southern odd things to see in the South. 2 of these, all these, I have several. I'm only going to list 2 tonight. I'm going to list, the first one is in Cornelia, Georgia. You can see Elvis's wart on display that came off of his wrist. The Elvis wart.
Oh my gosh! Next thing you know, they're going to have the Sherman's splinter or something Come on, Elvis's work for.
It's called the Loudermilk Boarding House and Everything Elvis Museum. It showcases 30,000 Elvis Presley memorabilia items, including, yes, that wart that was removed from his wrist and was bought at auction by owner Janie Mabe. She bought Elvis's wart.
And what did that cost her?
It doesn't give me the price. I would like to know. I would like to know. I think that's interesting.
Oh,
wow. And at Georgia Southern University, they have, I didn't know this, the largest tick collection, world's largest tick collection. They have over 1 million tick specimens at Georgia Southern University.
Did they get them off their students?
I don't know.
Some of them Big Ten fellers may have came through there, and they might have checked them.
It is the largest collection of its kind, and it's open only by appointment. And people that study disease transmission is who's interested. But over 1 million.
Wow!
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
We'll pick another one next week, another state. But that's oddities in Georgia that I didn't know. I'll give you a third. We'll give you a bonus. In Marietta, Georgia, it is not allowed to spit from a car or a bus in Marietta. However, it is not against the law to spit from a truck. You can't spit from a car or a bus, but you can spit from a truck in Marietta, Georgia. There you go.
Well, that's because it's the farmers and the backer chewers. They're usually in the trucks anyway. Huh. They have more skill.
All right.
You gonna run us a Patriot Mobile?
Huh?
We're gonna run us a Patriot Mobile real quick.
We can. Find the video.
Yeah, we need the Patriot
Mobile. I think it's still in here. We actually got to redo it because that was a Father's Day. We may just have to talk to it. I don't think that it's actually still in here. So it is not. We're actually redoing that.
Okay.
So there is not a Patriot Mobile commercial. But make the switch today, folks. Use a promo code Cornbread. They are amazing. We're going to have some new backgrounds up soon. They are pretty amazing. Texas-based. They love America. The more I hear about them, the more I love them. They're just amazing folks. And we are excited to be with them. And this partnership's going to be for a long time. And when you make the switch, you're going to save money because they got great prices. You're going to be with a company that is there for you in customer service. You're not dealing with a foreign country. Your customer service is guaranteed to be in America. They give you opportunities to save even more money after becoming a member. They just released some things for people that travel or go out on their boats and things. They've got some added features that you can buy to get those and use at very reasonable prices as well. And as long as you're a member of Patriot Mobile and use Cornbread, you're going to help the Southern Fried as well.
You get the first month free.
Yeah.
It's some of the things they send you when you join them, like the stickers, the Pockets Constitution, stuff like that. It's great. They support Tunnels to Towers. They support a lot of veterans affairs. They support gun rights. They're pro-life. It's the only Christian phone company in the States. Christian owned and operated.
They are amazing. Like I said, I don't know what you have, but as you're coming, they'll help you make the switch. They'll trust me. You don't have to be a phone expert. They will walk you through it. They're very patient. Trust me, they helped me because I had a couple of odd things going on, and they were very patient. On a Saturday, I bet I had him on the phone an hour and a half, honestly. And that was one hang up and call back too, because I had to walk to my house to get more things. So anyway, Patriot Mobile, great company. And don't forget Mammoth Nation. Mammoth Nation is another company we do not want to forget. We're also an affiliate with Podbean and also W Energy Drinks. So don't forget those folks.
Yep.
All right, it's time for fan mail.
All right. We got 5 of them again this week.
All right.
I hope you're ready.
I'm ready.
I got the first one right here. Let's see if I can put this redneck skills on it. Bigfoot from I Got Them Feets in Adel, Georgia. Bigfoot. His answer to your question. I Got Them Feets in Adel, Georgia.
All right. Who is the greatest hide and seek player in the world?
Bigfoot. Okay. I was dead on the money there.
You could never win the game against him.
No, never. This next one here is from It's Raining Bombs from Iran. Wow. It's kind of, I think this one here has an accent to it. Let me rub some of that off. Self-inflicted harm for sure. Self-inflicted harm for sure. There you go. From It's Raining Bombs in Iran, self-inflicted harm for sure.
All right. According to Patel and Danny Bonbon, how did Iranian military leaders die?
Oh, self-inflicted. Okay. Harm. I got you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we believe that just like we did Epstein.
Danny Bonbons.
I thought you would like, Danny Bonbon. Yeah. Hey,
I think it was Broski that gave that to us.
Probably was.
That gets you one of your jack legs off, Broski. One. Just one.
All right. This next one is from My Eyes Are Burnt in Safe Haven, Florida. This thing just feels nasty. My gosh. I mean, nasty feeling. Whoopi Goldberg in a bikini. Get that out of my hands. Whoopi Goldberg in a bikini. My eyes are burnt in Safe Haven, Florida.
What is the most horrible, gut-wrenching, oops, I threw up in a little in my mouth sight in the world?
Whoopi Goldberg in a bikini. Okay. Yeah.
That's rough.
All right. This next one here, the fourth one, is from I Got a Bite in Eufaula, Alabama. I know what this is. Largemouth bass. Largemouth bass. From I Got a Bite in Eufaula, Alabama. Here it comes to you.
I like to fish for them, or I did.
Yeah. Largemouth bass from I Got a Bite in Eufaula, Alabama.
Ain't that where Angry Conservative lives?
It might be.
I think it is. All right. What is another name for L.A. Mayor Karen Bass?
Largemouth bass. Oh, okay. I see what happened there. Okay. You like that one? Closely shaved in Cleveland, Ohio, sent me this one. I don't know. Seems like the correct answer for this one would be axe throwing after cocktails. Axe throwing after cocktails.
I've been axe throwing a couple of times, but I don't drink, so I wouldn't know.
Closely shaven in Cleveland, Ohio. Axe throwing after cocktails. The after cocktails is the important part here.
All right. Worst idea ever for an anniversary date.
Yeah, I think axe throwing after cocktails would be a bad idea. That ain't gonna work.
Good grief. That's rough right there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want nothing to do with that. You never know what would happen.
Yeah.
All right, folks, quick 30-second reset, and we'll come back with the Cornbread Nation destination of the week. We'll see you in 32 seconds. All right, it is time. We're doing a part 2. Last week, the destination was in Tennessee. It was wife swaps between country gals and city gals all over the country, cities. We have the show titles. We're going to talk through them because we don't know everything that happened. They just give us a synopsis of what happened. Last week, we had people trying to introduce all kind of weird things in Tennessee. Now, these Tennessee wives are presenting weird things to those people, wherever they may be.
Last week there was a bunch of redneck women try to introduce stuff to fancy folks. Right.
The first one is called Betty Lou's Fried Fiasco. Betty Lou's Fried Fiasco. This Tennessee wife, she was matched up with the Manhattan stockbroker, and she tried to deep fry his organic avocado toast. I
can't believe she didn't put that in her grease.
Apparently, it didn't end well between them. Any thoughts?
I can't believe. Go ahead.
I just organic avocado toast deep fried. And he was not expecting that. That's what she made for him for breakfast, and that the show is built around that.
I can't believe she bothered putting that in her perfectly good grease and then just throw it straight in the garbage. Organic.
Tammy from Chattanooga. She's the one that was a barrel racer. You know, she likes horses and stuff. She went to Boston, and a lawyer in Boston, and she was taken on the subway and proceeded to holler "Yeehaw" on the subway, mortifying the city boy from Boston. And then something about a subway pole, and his people were staring in disgust at what happened with the pole. That's all I know.
Well, you know what they say about barrel racers? You know, he kind of asked for, he got what he asked for on that one. Sorry for all you barrel racers out there that aren't like that, but you know what they say about barrel racing.
Two things are mentioned for Darlene from Knoxville. She was swapped up to Cape Cod. Cape Cod. Two big problems. One, she put hot sauce in the clam chowder.
Makes sense to me.
It did to them. And the real tragedy was he took her to the yacht club. The yacht club. And they have trophies there in the yacht club. Yes, she used it for a spittoon, and I think they got escorted out. Country girl, she didn't know. She didn't know.
Where's the bass boats? Where's the bass boat? Y'all got any John boats? I want to go fishing. That's a big old boat. Where's Live Well?
Sissy May from I don't remember where she's from. Anyway, she was sent, might have been Maryville. She was sent to Brooklyn to live with a vegan named Noah. She put bacon grease in his food, and he didn't like. He got upset. He got upset with the bacon grease. He didn't like that she put that in there, and she put something in their kale smoothies too. It doesn't say what, but they all fled coughing at the smell, running out of his house. So
probably castor oil.
Were sickened.
It was probably castor oil because he figured that kale smoothie was going to bind him up. Just put that castor oil in there, kind of loosen him up. That just keep everything just right.
Nashville's wife, one of them, it was a couple of them. One of them she was sent to New York City, and her husband there is a wine taster. And apparently he slipped in some moonshine into the wine tasting. And his friends were choking at the 100+ proof burn as they tasted the wine. I would like a white wine, you know.
I just see him take glass moonshine. If they're having to think about it, they got to put that finger up and tip that glass, kind of like this here, you know. Okay.
The Memphis gal, she went to Vermont, and this episode deals with it snowed. It obviously snows a lot there. And somehow or another, she got the snowblower. It went crazy. That's all we know. And I think she tore it up, like it blew up, like it sprayed oil on the neighbor's white picket fence, and snow was going everywhere. It kind of went crazy. I don't know if she got it stuck on or what, but blew it up is basically what I take it as. And so it was like a snow apocalypse for the neighborhood.
I know what happened. She said, this thing ain't blowing that snow out there hard enough. Here, hold my beer. I'll fix it. And so she tuned that thing up, got it where it's souped up, where it would actually blow that snow and move it. That's what happened there. I can tell you that already.
Clarksville, Tennessee Sissy, she was, she likes to hunt, and she was swapped to a New York City architect, and they were quite aghast that she superglued some deer antlers to some of the conference room chairs, and clients got up and walked out calling it a hillbilly nightmare.
Dude, that would be cool as hell. You know, you sit down in your office chair and you got them antlers up there behind you. Dude, that'd be cool. How could they not like that? Come on, dudes. Y'all got to have a sense of humor. That's all there is to it. Y'all ain't got no sense of humor, and you don't have good taste. My goodness. The only thing to be better than them antlers up there was if she mounted 2 deer hindquarters and had them mounted on the back of there with the tails up and an eyeball under each tail. That'd be the only thing that'd be better than them antlers. My God. Y'all just don't know art. Taxidermy is art.
Wanda from Murfreesboro was swapped, and her big sin, she served. This is sick. It's sick. I gotta admit, this is sick. She served possum sliders.
Well, where's she from?
Murfreesboro.
That explains it. Up there in Murfreesboro, the possum sliders are probably a regular thing. I dare say possum's one of their major food groups up there. They go out there and kick it around till it swells up, take it home. Get it out, fatten it up, get it out. There you go. And I heard it slides down your throat just about as good as a raw oyster does. I don't know if it's prepared right.
That's disgusting. I'm with you, bros, on that. The possum slider. My God. She didn't tell them what it was until it was over, and they were not happy. Earlene, a couple more here. Earlene, they had the barbecue on this is up in Maine. They had the barbecue grill going on the boat, and apparently it got away from her and smoked out real bad. And a fire got started, and the guest had to jump into the river. And the last they heard, they were cursing his name. So I don't know if the boat was saved or not. There was a fire on the barbecue grill.
You know how she started.
A lot of other people have had trouble with grills and things like that.
Exactly. I can tell you exactly just about what happened there. They make lighter fluid for grills, but us Southern folks, we don't believe in that. We got a little bit of fire starter. She took a little cup of gas, Dixie cup of gas, and went, whoo. And it said, whoo. That's what happened. And then she stood back and said, now that's a fire. Put that out over there.
The last one here, Lula May from Bristol, Tennessee. She was in Rhode Island, at another golf club, and she swapped the music. It was not a bad thing, but they acted like it was horrible, hoity-toity crowd. She changed the music out to bluegrass, and a couple of those small things, and they kicked them out. They kicked her out in disgust. They said in disgust. They didn't like the
know what that was playing. When I was out there on that golf course and I was wearing all them short, funny-looking pants and stuff. You know what she played? She played dueling banjos. Come on, and she's hollering out, "Squeal like a big boy!" Real pretty panties you got on. I'm sorry. That's what. That's exactly what happened. She went back in time. You remember Lula from Hee Haw?
Oh yeah,
that's who she looked like. I saw that preview, and she was running after him. Get back over here, feel like pig.
Sometimes husband-wife swaps don't work. These have been kind of brutal, but they make for good television. But I'll put money on the country gal that she could take on most of the men and win.
Oh yeah, they know it. That's why they're scared.
They don't want to mess with her too much. She'll body slam them.
Oh, you right. She will make them squeal like a pig. Oh my Lord! Don't mess with her.
This is no joke. This is how we roll in the South. When I first dated Lynn, I hadn't been going over there much. I mean, it was just, I don't know, a handful of times I'd been over there. And she had a little cousin, and he was running his mouth. being a smart aleck. And she said, my wife said, future wife, she said, I thought it's pretty impressive. She said, if you don't go on and leave me alone, because he knew she was trying to spend some time with me, so he's just being a little jerk. She said, if you don't go on and leave me alone, I'm gonna body slam you. I thought, okay, that's I just thought it was talk. I thought it was like an empty threat. Well, he came at her again, and sure enough, she picked that old boy up and body slammed him and said, now get you some of that. And I thought right then, that's the gal for me right there.
Dude. That's why you told the line. Hey there, Brother Hester. All right. Well, let's tell you what. Let's sneak over here. Let's go through our chats real quick so nobody thinks we forgot them. Janice said good evening, which her and Michael both did. We saw that before we got started. And we was picking on Broski a little bit. He said he had to Google jackleg. He says that's similar to a jagoff. Yes. Broski admits the SEC has better cheerleaders for sure. That's right, because all the Big Ten's cheerleaders play on the defensive line as well. You said women's sports. Are you kidding me? Why would you watch that garbage? Oh, yeah. And then you said only women's sports should be cooking and baking, laundry, vacuuming, and cleaning and dusting. Broski said that. Dave and I did not. Please send the hate mail addressed to him. We will pass it on, and we will have lots of fun doing it. Miss K. Miller Potts. She said amen. Now, there was a point in time in there where I was going off, and she might have been talking about that, or she may be talking about Broski's comment up there. I just don't know. We'll have to seek some clarification on that. I'm quite sure she was not doing it on Broski's comment. Broski said, let's send her back to mommy after. I think he was talking about my whoopee comment there.
Yeah.
And I think Goodwin was either for the whoopee comment or the largemouth bass or bass over in
I think it's for the joke.
Which one?
One of them. I think that's when that comment came in around the time of the jokes.
You talking about the ones that George Bubba sent?
I think that was it.
No.
He could clarify.
Mr. Tommy Nealon said, good evening, fellas. Good evening to you, too. Glad to see you on here. Broski said, I've never been to Texas. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm getting head-butted here. Well, I got to get this big old lug head up here while I'm reading these. Quit biting me. Just sent us a little flag there. Then Broski said, yes, I was the creator of the term Danny Bonbons. He felt like so I feel like my soul's been castrated. I think that was after we stole his Danny Bonbons. And you said she's got that fishy smell. I don't know who you were talking about there.
We might not want to know.
We may not want to know. Coors Light Connoisseur said, howdy, howdy, fellas. Howdy, howdy, back to you. Hey, brother, to Brother Hester there. Dennis talking about my kitty here. And what do you, Michael sent us some USA's flags. And why? Why would you tell him to bite me? That is not very nice.
It would be must-see TV.
Look at this sweet face right here. You think he would fight his day?
I know he would.
No. Him's way too sick. You're going to send me a bass picture after the show. If it's one you caught, send it to me now. I'll link it right over and we'll put it up here on the screen real quick. You just set it on if you catch him. Yeah, he is cute. He is cute, but he's a big orange lughead. And I can't believe you're trying to encourage this sweet kitty into doing acts of violence to me. Oh, ouch. Hey.
I'm telling you, one day that cat is going to attack you, and you're going to flip backwards out of that chair, and I'm going to clip that and save it forever.
Look here. It's because Dennis was encouraging him to be ornery. Don't be ornery, Chuck. Don't be like one of them women. But don't be. I'll fuck your ass. Quit biting me. Hey, what the heck are you doing? He's gonna do it again too. Hey, you better be a sweet kid. Look at it. Watch him. Can you see him? Take my nameplate down so that y'all can see him. Every once in a while, he just hauls off and just banks me.
Let's see. It's been a while since I've done that. Okay, minimal. There we go. Well, no.
Yeah. See if he's gonna do it again here. He's being all sweet, being all sweet, being all sweet. Don't do it. You see him? He's licking, licking, licking. He's being sweet. He's being all sweet. And all of a sudden, he'll just haul off and bite. Now we got where we can see him. Ouch. You little snot, quit biting me. The heck's your problem? Huh? I'm going to get your belly. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start getting your belly every time you bite me.
That cat's gonna do a sneak attack on you one night, and he's gonna grab a lock onto your crotch, dude. We're gonna win $100,000 on that video.
Dennis says he's licking you clean to bite, and Michael says he's cleaning his meal.
Oh man. It's just one of it's like a train wreck that's coming. I'm here for it. I'm ready with my popcorn. I know it's going to happen.
All right, I heard something come in on my phone. We got to check this thing out. Let's see here. I'm gonna try not to even look at it because it takes all the fun out of it for me.
He must have caught a bigot.
Oh. I got to send that to myself.
I definitely am going to film it, Michael. It's being filmed. If he gets lit up by that cat, I'm clipping it. I'm telling you.
Well, let me just go ahead and tell you this now. If it does ever happen, I'm never going to tell you. Unless it happens live on air, it's the only way. Yeah, they were, I heard they would send them on out to the European theater. So.
3 carrier groups in the region.
I thought it was going all over to the European. I didn't think it was going to that one.
Well, they're not going to tell you exactly what they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
But everybody's commenting that.
Yeah.
They're playing a little coy because they're still trying to bring negotiation.
All right, let's see here. Now I got to go to Gmail on here. All right. Here we go. Oh, let's see if I can do it like that. Bring it up here, and I'm just going to share screen. Where's that at? Here it comes. Boom. He sent me a picture of the scales too. He's about a 3.5 pounder there. Not a bad little dinger. See, I need to get something like that. Yeah. Brother Hester done been fishing. Chuck, don't bite my foot either. Tell you what, he is just being ornery tonight. What y'all do to my cat when I wasn't looking? I know y'all did something to him. Let's see here. He sent me a picture of the scales weighing him. 3.4. 3 1/4. There you go. Not a bad one, sir. Yeah. But you know what? You got to catch them to get them little ones out of the way so you can get to them big ones. Be all right. A 3 1/4 ain't that small. I've seen the day you and I would pray for 3 1/4 out there on the boat having a rough day. Come on, where's a 3-pounder? Well, folks, we thank y'all for joining in tonight and getting ready for Chuck's. You know, where it's going to be a TV show when Chuck attacks. Y'all behave. Have a great evening. We will see y'all bright and squirrely in the morning. And I am worn out, and I think I am about ready to call her, Dave. You right ready? You got anything you want to throw out there before we get off of here?
Probably we'll be back on a bit with a MAGA report. We'll catch up on the news. We'll talk about it. Be a little bit later. I'm off again tomorrow, so I'll be in here.
All right.
I'm gonna take a break and come back. That's the plan.
Roger. All right, everybody. Salute. We'll see you here out a while or in the morning. Y'all have a great night.
Dave and Rob, leave your troubles behind. From the heart of the South, where the fried food's divine, we're telling tales of redneck dreams. Have a good time. Cornbread Nation, where the laughter flows. Jack legs of the week and the funny stories grow. From breadheads and history to those 5 at 5 in this Southern fried